Hi, this is McJty for another episode of my Let's Play. I decided, this is in the loaded chunk, to make a small thing to make sure that there's if there is a power shortage, that these will kick in as extra, just to have some backup. So input, okay, so these are draining now, and this one is monitoring, and if it's below 5%, so the power cell below 5%, it will send a RFTools signal, and that should go to a chest here with like this, I mean, and okay, so active wave signal is good. And I need my yet arrange, so like this. And let's to change the color, that's not on the one. Okay, so this one, I hope it works like this. Not sure if it will be giving redstone signal to that. Let's try it out. So normally, let's put some coal in it. I have plenty of coal anyway. These still have to be set to insert. So let's put one coal there. And it's not extracted because this one isn't getting a signal. So now let's move this up just to force a signal. Yes, it works. Okay, that's great. So put back to 8%, say, and we can fill this. I'm waiting for RFTools Control, my new mod, to be able to automatically feed in coal from the storage system. But for now I'm just going to insert coal manually, like this. Okay, so this is now a backup system. Not much, but it will help a bit. Okay. Okay, so it's back on. Power is dropping. Not sure where exactly it is quarrying right now. Oh, here. Okay, and power has been depleted, so still not fast enough to extract, so I might have to put a few extra speed upgrades there, but okay. So I'll be back. So it is time to continue working on my building. I wanted to show RFTools Control, my new mod. I put it in this mod pack, of course, but I don't have cactus yet, and I need it for cactus green, which is one of the key ingredients. I probably should have picked another ingredient, but so be it. So I will show it probably in the next episode, or if I can find some cactus, then I can show it sooner. But now let's clear out that area. Okay, so it's done, and now this area here is where I will put, with the shape card, where I'll start building the upper platform, which will be the control area. And below there will be a big elevator going down, and below we will have the big room, the big control still. I want to automate the making of glass, because for my building I would like to use a lot of glass. So I made, to make glass I need sand, and to make sand I need gravel, and to make gravel I need cobblestone, and I have a lot of cobblestone. So I need to sag mill twice. That means I need another one, but I'm missing this one. See if I can. Yes, and so now I have 2 sag mill, and let's see how you can automate this. The first one and the final step. So now they are all powered. I need another, I want effect. First let me turn on, let's fire another Ender Pearl and enable processing, because I have lots of ores to process. This will give me some extra materials. So now these machines are running again, it's good. I would like to have a level emitter. Okay, we want to insert cobblestone in the top one. Actually, this is going to be extract, because we want to extract. Okay, so this one is insert, but the others are extract. And I have to move this one to the other side. Oh dear, I will do it here. Like that. So it will give a redstone signal, active signal, and it's probably, yeah, it's already inserting. That was not the intention. Let me first disable that. Don't want to make cobble of all my smooth stone. That's not the plan. This is cobblestone. Okay, so if we have bigger than say 500 glass blocks, then we will give a redstone signal. So actually we want, as if redstone signals sent active without signal, that's what we want. Oh yes, but not right now. Okay. We need a filter. Basic item filter. And so we extract cobblestone only. And now we can active without signal. Okay, that's good. So now these items are processed. Okay, so I got it working for at least the basic materials. So cobblestone goes here, and through the brown channel gravel is going here, and through the blue channel sand is going here, and this produces glass. But I also need, I will do that on this side, the byproducts. For example, here you also get sand. But that's okay, because I also can use sand that way, that's good. And I will send these back to the storage scanner, like on that side. So this is a system that seems to be working fine. Okay, the setup is ready. Don't know. EnderIO sometimes seems to misplace these. But anyway, these are set up with filters. Sand and flint is filtered out here. Flint and here everything is extracted, so the glass goes to the system and everything should be working. So let's see if we go look at glass. Yes, sorry, it's here. And every time we get new glass, it gets added. We also get sand and flint automatically this way. So this seems to be working good. And let's now clean it up a bit. Like this. And normally this should turn off as soon as this one counts 500. So this is, so now I have automated glass production. So I decided to use the smooth cobblestone as well for that. Okay, it already ran out. It's to be expected. So let's make a bit more. Like this, and still not enough, but we're getting there. Okay, so this is good. I will make this nicer. There will be a lot of glass here, but this is just to get the basic shape going, and I will use the swapping wand to replace things with the glass. So that's no problem. Now I need to work on the floor. So for that I need to adjust the shape of this one. Let's see, it has to be one high instead. Okay, so it has to go lower as expected. Let's try 3. That's exactly where it should be. Okay. Okay. It's going to get very dark below, so I'm going to light it up a bit with temporary torches and continue working on this. Okay, so the basic shape is ready and closed off and lit up. Mobs were already spawning while I was placing the lights, and now it is time to actually make things pretty. So I will put glass there, and this will be the main control area. This has to go, of course. That's just a temporary platform. But things are looking good here, so the building is finally more or less finished, and I can start working on the internals now. I think I'm probably going to make an elevator somewhere near the site. I don't know why there's so much light here. That's weird. Strange, but okay. For some reason there's a lot of light there. So I will continue working on this. Look what I found. This is the first time I've seen one of those. It's a new vanilla dungeon, the igloo, and I've already entered it, so it's like this. But there were carpets here. There's also chicken somewhere. And if you go down, you can find a villager and a zombie villager. And the idea is that you cure this one with the golden apple and a potion, a spell potion of weakness, and then you can form a village here. Nice. Maybe I'll use this to create some extra villager at some point. So RFTools Control got updated, and I finally found cactus. So I decided why not try it out in my own world here. So as a test this works, but as a test I'm going to make a little program here to automate this instead of how I was doing it before. So I will make the program, and when I'm ready I will explain it to you. So I made a small program and a small setup. This is a processor. Let me clear this. And here are 2 coal generators, and the idea is that when power goes below some value, it's currently 4 million RF, then we will send some coal to it. So what did I do? First I have the repeat event. So if you hold shift you can see what parameters were used for this, and every 40 ticks it will execute this program. By the way, tooltips here give you more information about the opcode itself, but if you do it here you get to see the parameters. So what we do, every 40 ticks we measure how much RF there is in the machine, and we go check at the upside. So that means above the processor. So if you check that, so you can if you want to locate a machine to get RF or to get items out of, you get this option. Node name has to do with networking, because without the network card you can only access the 6 sites around the processor itself. But with a network card you get access to nodes which have names. I will show that later. And then you have the objects of these machines as well. So we want to access the energy cell on top of our processor. And sometimes for our items and sometimes for energy, you can only access it from a certain site. So for example, for a furnace, to get the coal out, you have to get end result out, you have to do it from the downside. But in this case, we just let it on that value. Then we test, in this case for testing purpose, if it's greater than 5 million. So what happens here, this is an if operator, and it tests if value 1 is greater than value 2. And value 1 is a function, and it's the last integer returned by the previous opcode. So that means the RF in the machine, which was calculated here, and it's compared with 5 million. And if it's bigger, then it will go to the green output, but we didn't specify a green output, so nothing will happen. Instead, when it's smaller, it will go to the red connection, and it will go to this. What does this do? This operator fetch items, and it will, if you can see here, it will fetch coal, 2 coal, but it didn't specify an inventory. The idea is that we fetch it from storage. So if you go look at the documentation here, fetch items from an external inventory adjacent to the processor or connected node and place the result in internal inventory also works for storage scanner system. And so if you don't specify this, it is for storage scanner. We want 2 of that, and we insert it in this slot from the processor itself. The rest is, and yeah, we use this items you can specify like this. And then we have 2 operations to distribute the 2 coal to this one and that one. So inventory west and 1 amount of the internal slot null, and inventory east, again 1 amount of slot inventory null. So if we save this program, not just call it emergency, like this, and then we can insert it in the card. It will not work yet because there is no CPU, but first we also need to allocate a slot, because we are using 1 slot to fetch the coal. We allocate it. That means that the programs on this card can use this slot, otherwise they can't. We have to insert a CPU, and we have to missing storage card. Every 40 seconds it's right to access the coal, and we insert this one. You see the coal appearing, and it's every 2 seconds it's feeding it to that one. So now you can clear this, and it is working. I will change the program, of course, because I don't want to happen it with such a high amount. Let me change the value to 500,000. That's more reasonable. Like this. And let's remove these. That's not needed. So now this is a working setup, and as long as power is low, it will fetch coal from the storage and generate power. I'm back in the deep resonance tower. So here's the big hole, and I think I like this effect. Let me complete and then go out to see how it looks from the outside. Let's have a look. Yes, this looks good to me. I will probably also put some windows there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the top here. So let's see. Just experimenting a bit. Okay, like this. I think I can do this. That's another. That's outside. So. Let me see this side. Yes. That will be it. Just these two. I might, because otherwise it looks a bit weird, put something else there. Let me see if I can find a suitable block. I don't. Lapis, no. I think I'm going to use this one. Do I? Stupid question. Do I have clay? Of course I have clay. Let me make this. So, like this, then the pattern continues. That looks better. Okay, I will be back.